Yo, the Vampire Street. The Vampire Street. The Vampire Street. What's up? It's the Stream King on the Vampire Street. Oh my gosh. Man, I'm out here in Houston. Your boy been moving. I'm out in Houston, about to go to Ross and start boosting. Man, I start looting, get the 4-5, start shooting. Oh my gosh, man, let's get it. What's poppin'? I need to be sleep because I got a busy day tomorrow. But I want to touch down real quick, tap in with y'all, talk this boxing shit. Live from Houston, baby. Yeah, man. What's up with your boy Canelo? What's up with the WBC? Let's talk about it, huh? Man, this is gonna be an epic trip. I already linked up with Blue. He probably sleep. Uh, man, we having a good time, man. Went to Papa Do's. Hey, that Papa Do's was real, man. Look, I'm gonna show you how this boss life's supposed to be like. Look, look at that. What the fuck? Why is it not playing this shit? Look at that Papa Dog. Oh my gosh. Your man out here eating like a king. I'm the king of this boxing shit. I told you, I inspired these motherfuckers to do this. I told you, shit, I'm already a legend if I ever leave. So why would I ever leave? Hold on. Then told y'all I got the livest live gigs. We done the most. Look at this shit. Look at that. Oh my gosh. With the scallops on it. You see that? You see that Papa Do's though? Hold on. This Papa Do's. Oh my god. Why they treating? Look at Houston treating your man right though. Man, I should be in sleep. I don't even know I'm on here. They try to set they try to set Charlo up, man. That upsets me. It's a real boxing fan. Hey, listen, I'm staying up trying to give y'all a live stream. Y'all gotta get them fucking likes up, B. Y'all gotta get them likes up, cause I should really be sleep. Cause I gotta get up early. We got shit to do. We gonna be pushing for the channel. You know, it's gonna be an epic trip. Y'all gotta hit that fucking like button or I'm out. Audi 5000. Play with me if you want to. I'm sitting up here trying to get back to boxing. Y'all know the drill. Like D Walt. Y'all know the drill. Anyway, let's jump into it. The Vampire Street. Your man out here in Texas. I see what's going on, and people talking reckless. A lot going on. The WBC just came out with some BS. They just named Canelo Alvarez the creative player champion. Some bullshit. Them franchise boys, the franchise champion. So I'm gonna give you all the skinny of it, mate. The skinny of it is Canelo got elevated to this mythical bullshit champion, franchise champion, whatever that means, and like it's a Madden. He's this franchise champion, and they made Jamal Charlo the full WBC champion. So some people were like, "Oh, that's cool from all." No, it's not, because Maul wants to fight a big name, and he called out Canelo and he called out Triple G, and they had wanted zero smoke with him. So he doesn't want to, like, to me. I'm not trying to speak on behalf of him, but um, I think he wants to prove himself. He doesn't want to just be gifted a belt because they moved Canelo up. So by default, he comes. Like, these Texas boys is different. These down south boys is different. Like Wilder, Arrow, Charlo, etc. Arrow said when it comes to Kell Brook, back when that fight was, when people wanted to see that, uh, Kell Brook, because he had lost to Golovkin at 60, he had decided that, you know, he might go to 54 and not go back down to welterweight. But there was immense pressure for Kell Brook because no one told him to take his ass to middleweight. So there was pressure for him to fight Errol Spence at the time. Errol Spence said specifically he don't want to just fight whoever's next in line. He wants to fight a respected champion like Kell Brook so he could take the belt from him. And that's what he did in Kell Brook's backyard. He didn't want to have to fight, Leonard Bundu-esque, Konstantin Ponomarev-esque person just to say he's a champion. He wanted to go through the champion. So I would imagine Jamal Charlo, being from that same Texas bloodline, he don't want to just become the full version of the champion. He wanted the paycheck that went with it. He wanted to fight Canelo. He wanted to fight Golovkin. He wanted the scalp on his resume. The WBC, they bugging with that. I'm not a fan of this move. You know, and it's basically a way for Canelo to duck without pressure. Man, I don't know what this means. You gotta ask Golden Boy. I don't like it. From what I was reading on the ruling, is basically it's some like godlike mythical title that they created for Canelo. Do you get what I'm saying? So Canelo's this franchise champion that they never had, and it's basically like another belt in boxing, and now Charlo is the full champion, but Canelo's higher than the full champ. It's like the super duper super champion. Man, this sounds stupid, to be honest. This is what's wrong with boxing, you know? Listen, I love this sport. I dedicated, a lot of my life to this sport. I know a lot of people in this sport. But boxing can't get out of its own way. These are the type of decisions, the robberies, people not doing VADA testing, blah blah blah. This is what ultimately it hurts boxing because it's a lot of politics, and that alone tunes some people tune out. They're like, man, I love boxing, but I'm not with all the politics. Like, you don't see all of this as frequently in the UFC. If anything, people motherfuckers failing PED tests and shit. But boxing, we got people failing PED tests from time to time. But then we also have all this other extra shit. Like, I was always wondering how it was gonna look. Charlo versus Charlo, if he kept doing what he was supposed to be doing, I thought there was no way that the guys like the Canelos and the Triple G's could really like run from him. Oh man, fuck, my bad. Um, I thought there was no way that they could really like avoid him if he just kept doing what he did. But now there's this new way that Canelo has where it's an out, and he really can avoid Charlo just with this franchise shit, and that's why they did it, in my opinion. Not a fan of this move at all. Y'all gotta smash the like button. Listen, if we can't get these likes up, then I'm out. Like, I don't know what y'all doing, but if the likes can't go up, I know it's a vampire stream, but y'all gotta pull it together, cause I pull it together to fix myself up and do these live streams. Y'all gotta get them likes up. Man, this is a way for Canelo to duck. And you know what I really feel like, if you really think about it. What I think about is this: Canelo wasn't even fucking with the WBC around the Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. fight time. He was angry at the WBC. Reason he was angry is because uh, they were enforcing their rules, and there was pressure and agreements in place that Canelo as champion. Canelo beat Cotto. Cotto's mandatory was Golovkin. Golovkin beat Rubio. Cotto never fought Golovkin, obviously. So then when Canelo beat Cotto, he inherited Cotto's problems, and Golovkin became his mandatory. That's why Golovkin was like, "Hey, no, I give my belt to everybody." He was doing all that giving my belt shit because he wanted action at the time or whatever. Canelo was at 155 fighting Cotto at catchweights, so he didn't feel comfortable at that time going to 160. So what he did was he ended up vacating his belt because they had an agreement that he could do a voluntary fight against Amir Khan. Golovkin could fight Wade, another fight that I covered. Shout out to the $10 super chat from my man Icy the One. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, Ego, I've been waiting for this live. I just got to Texas 2 hours ago. This news pissed me off. Look at how they treat our American champions, our black American champions. We got to stress that, bro, because that's something I've noticed. Charlo needs to run up on them after Canelo's fights. We're going to talk about that. Appreciate you. Shout out to Icy. Yeah, it is bullshit because they did it the week of Charlo's fight. So they know Charlo has been. Man, hold on. I gotta stay on track because I'm finna get hot. Smash the like button. Yeah, man. I'm finna go in, bro. Um. Anyway, Canelo beat Cotto, inherited his problems. He was supposed to fight Golovkin. Golovkin and Canelo's team agreed that Canelo could fight Amir Khan and Golovkin could fight a person of his choice, which was Dominic Wade. Nobody wanted to see. And then they were supposed to meet in September. Then after Canelo knocks out Amir Khan and Golovkin knocks out Wade, two fights that I went and covered for you guys, right? Canelo all of a sudden he was going through a lawsuit and he didn't want to fight Golovkin. And Golovkin was like, "Yeah, no, everybody, give me my belt, give me my belt." And then there was this immense pressure, and then the WBC helped pressure Canelo. Canelo felt a type of way and felt resent because the WBC, you know, everybody was angry at Canelo in 2016 when this happened because they were like, "Oh, you scared of Golovkin? You don't want to fight Golovkin?" Won't, 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 won't. This is before he fought him the first two times. So the WBC had to enforce their rules, and in doing that, that pissed Canelo off. Canelo's the A side. He wants to make his own rules, blah, blah, blah. He wasn't ready to move up to middleweight. So as a result, Canelo wasn't fucking with the WBC. And then for a year or whatever, the Chavez and Golovkin fight, Canelo refused to accept their belts. Like he beat Chavez Jr. They made some kind of special Huicho belt or some shit, and Canelo would not accept him because he wasn't. He was mad at the WBC. But they patched it up over time, about a year later, and it's like the WBC is bending over backwards to make sure that this number one star, Canelo Alvarez, does not fall out of their good graces again, because they just put him in PC. In prison, this would be PC. Canelo's PC'd up. This franchise, whatever it's called, franchise emeritus bullshit that they just came up with, he's PC'd up. While everyone else is on the main line, walking the main line, Canelo's in PC. He's a champion, but nobody can basically touch him. It's a brand new position. I've seen this type of stuff at jobs. Like let's say there wasn't a designated position in the company for this, so the company will or like the store will make up some fake ass position to to give somebody a raise that they want to give them. You know what I'm saying? Like let's say the manager is really cool with this person, then they'll make a position up. That's basically what they did. I'm not feeling this because the other thing is this newfound. I was reading some of the particulars, and it sounds like he's he's like immortal or some shit. He's like eternal. They said something like even if Canelo loses, he won't lose this status. This franchise status, like as if he's done some shit in boxing that no one has ever seen before. It's just bullshit, bro. They said like let's say Canelo fought Charlo, they would be fighting for not his franchise status, but they would be fighting for a diamond belt. How the fuck does that work? So if I'm the fighter and I fight this franchise motherfucker and I knock him out, then don't I become the franchise motherfucker? And according to them, no, he doesn't. You get what I'm saying? So let's say Canelo fought Charlo, he wouldn't be fighting for this franchise shit. He'd be fighting for a diamond belt, whatever the fuck that's supposed to mean. It's just bogus, man. So basically, Canelo's invincible now. He can never really lose. He has this like protective, you know, positioning. I don't even know what the fuck this shit's called. So he's this elevated champion. It's just dumb, man. It really it doesn't make any sense. Now, like a lot of people were wondering the WBC with the Maris Bradis, their involvement in the semifinals for the WBSS. Some people were curious about the WBC and Dillian White and Eddie Hearn. I understood those things. Like Dillian White, I think he put himself in the position. Eddie Hearn put Dillian White in those positions. This is some different shit. This is some bullshit. And there's no, I would be wasting my time. And I know people with the work for the WBC, but I have this thing called integrity. So I'm not gonna just say some like act like I agree. That's just not who I am as a person. There's some things that I like that the WBC does. This just isn't one of them. I like the clean boxing program. I like what they do for the community. I like the actual belts that they make, like the design and shit. But I don't like this. Sounds stupid. And once again, like I tell y'all, and y'all dumb motherfuckers get mad at me, man. Hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Shout out to E Woodson, $10. Love to Ego in the Army. Salute to the whole chat. You dig? It's 3:30 almost here in Chicago. Damn. Damn. Yeah, man. Who the fuck is Jack Jack? Man, that motherfucker got jacked by the shooters. Anyway, once again, listen to what I say, and then you see it coming to fruition, right? People get like, it's so funny. They get mad when I say I told you so. They get mad at the shooters. They get mad at J Dog. They get mad at the King Corleones and Ego's Army and everybody involved with this new media shit. They get mad at us and say, "Oh, you're wrong, you're wrong." They constantly tell us how wrong we are, and then when we get it right, then they get mad when we're like, "Hey, see, I told you, I warned you this was coming." You can't do that. You can't have it both ways. Either I was wrong, like you said, or I'm fucking right. And I know with this situation, just listen. Listen to the past videos. This is what they do with black fighters. The black fighter, it's been middleweights like murderers row, black murderers row. Triple G, he openly is telling you, he's supposed to be the boogeyman now. He openly telling you he don't want no smoke with Jamal Charlo. He don't want to rematch Jacobs, which was a good first fight. We've only seen 12 rounds of it, you know. He doesn't want to fight Andrade. He's telling you this, like openly. Let a black fighter do that, they'd be ridiculed. Then now this Canelo bullshit, they found a way to so they don't have to pressure Canelo. They found a way that they don't have to pressure him. Because last time they pressured him, Canelo got angry and wasn't fucking with the WBC. So now they created this new position for him so he can hide it and do whatever he wants. And there's no recourse or ramifications. And it's bullshit, man. This is a major L for DAZN as well. And I'm going to get into that. Smash the like button. The fucking king is back. I'm talking this real talk, man. Real talk of New York. I'm the real talk of Cali, too. Man, we taking over the globe. Listen. Huge L for DAZN. Because, like, it just don't make sense. You got this cash cow, but, like, this don't help Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Like, when did we ever see them do this to Floyd? Floyd is a better fighter than Canelo, hands down. 7 days a week. Facts. And he beat Canelo. When did Floyd get this special privilege where he didn't, like, everyone was like, oh, fight Canelo, and he couldn't fight Canelo because he became some franchise boys or whatever the fuck this is. When? When did this happen? Oh my God, Hamza with the $5 super chat, bro. Look, I got money. Look, look at Hamza dropping that bag off. They dropping that work off. Hold on, look. This is what happens. Look, these motherfuckers want to hate. Okay, they want to hate so bad. Hold on, let me see what my dude Hamza talking about. You sauce, bro, ain't you? Hey, block these motherfuckers, bro. I don't like them. I don't need them. Don't want them. Block them. Don't worry about me. Worry about boxing. Don't worry what the fuck I'm doing. These motherfuckers stay talking about drugs. I don't do drugs, bro. Get these motherfuckers out of here. Keep up the good work, bro. Thank you, Hamza. Appreciate it. Listen, we gonna change this boxing game one way or the motherfucking other. Don't worry about me. I'm good. I'm straight. Worry about this boxing shit. Worry about this new media shit. Worry about Death Row East. Anyway, keep grinding, ego. Floyd is levels above Canelo. Facts. But what I'm saying is Floyd skill set. He's a dope fighter. So we never had to. He never had to have the sanctioning body create a position that creates a hideaway for him, because the fights that people needed to see him fight, Shane Mosley, etc., he fought. A. Anderson, Australia, thank you. Canelo and Triple G both ducking Charlo and Andrade. Annoying, as I'm a fan of both. Factual. Bro, listen. But wait, there's more. This is what I'm talking about. Black Murderers Row 2.0, as I've said in the past, and I'm saying it again. I'm a blast from the past. Shout out to Willie Williams. $5 super chat. Ain't that some BS WBC on some, you already know. Listen, this is why the message that I preach, the statements that have been made, come to bite old media in the ass, because they talking that bullshit and they acting like what I'm saying ain't true, and then it comes true. Now what do you have to say for yourself? Once again, this is what they do to black fighters. Jamal Charlo is a quality fighter. His brother, Jermel, is a quality fighter. But all we hear is negative shit from old media. Jermel Charlo just fought a late replacement through no fault of his own, because his original champion opponent, Tony Harrison, pulls out last minute with the injury, so they had to fix him up with somebody. So they put him in there with the puncher, awkward style, and he knocks him out. He did 1.8 million average views competing with the BET Awards. Old media motherfuckers was acting like that ain't good. Oh shit, that sucks. These are horrible numbers. Okay, where are DAZN's numbers? Where are Top Rank's numbers? What did Tom Schwartz and Tyson Fury, since y'all love that shit so much, that went 2 rounds, what were the numbers? Oh, that's right, they never came out. Once again, Al Heyman, black advisor, Charlo, black fighter. This is what they do to black fighters. Make it harder and harder to impress. No matter what they're doing, they're acting like this is not impressive. 1.8 million is average, is not good. The type of knockout that he had is not impressive. But you're happy with Tom Schwartz getting knocked out, a guy you've never watched, never heard of, and he's literally throwing no punches, looked horrible, and is on his feet. Coda, when the fight ended, was not on his feet. He was on his back. There's a difference. That's because Jermel is a killer. Now, Jamal, look at what they do to black fighters. Jamal being calling out Canelo and Triple G, and he is the #1 seed, the highest rated person within the WBC, a belt that Golovkin had, and then Canelo now has, and they want zero smoke with him. I never see Canelo himself talk too much about fighting Charlo and make it sound realistic. Triple G already fucking told you recently he wants zero smoke with Andre Charlo, and he don't even want to rematch Jacobs. And this becomes acceptable for old media. And then when I say something, I'm biased and I'm the jerk and I'm, the Black Panther and all this bullshit because I'm keeping it a whole stack. I'm talking about mandatory, bro. Man, this is not good. And then these old media motherfuckers will justify Canelo fighting Rocky Fielding, a fight nobody gave a fuck about, you know, but come up with every excuse under the sun why Jamal Charlo ain't worthy of a Canelo fight. They'll justify uh, Triple G fighting Bill Bellamy, Jerry Rice, whoever the fuck that was, Steve Rose. He looked like Bill Bellamy to me. How to be a player, you know. They'll justify that, but no, you don't hear nothing. Tyson Fury can run from a Wilder rematch, skip networks, go switch sides on him, pull out of negotiations, switch sides on him, fight Tom Schwartz. You don't hear a peep. But then they'll have the audacity to complain that Jermell Charlo is fighting Jorge Cota, a puncher, because he has to, because the champion that was supposed to rematch him is injured. This is what they do. They complain about Gervonta Tank Davis having to fight Hugo Ruiz because Abner Mares has a detached retina and an eye injury. They complain about Charlo fighting a more dangerous puncher in a dangerous fight with Matt Korboff because Willie Monroe failed a drug test. They complain that Jamal Charlo's resume is not impressive to them, but then they allow Canelo and Triple G, the big names that, would be impressive, they allow them to not fight Charlo. Listen. I literally at this point, literally, do not give two pieces of pit bullshit about Canelo versus Golovkin 3. I really don't, because it doesn't mean nothing. As long as there's a guy named Jamal Charlo, if he wins this weekend and he's still the same, he looks good in the fight or whatever, then I don't really care about that fight because it doesn't establish. I've already seen 24 rounds of this Canelo Triple G bullshit, and not near one of them trying to fight Charlo or Andre. But this is what old media does. They'll say Charlo needs to fight Andrade as if black fighters have to fight each other, because it's like they're picking their poison, you feel? Um, they don't care. Like, do you notice that? When it's two black fighters fighting, right? You don't hear no complaints. Black black fight fans aren't complaining, and old media is not complaining because these motherfuckers, these bigots and these racists and these motherfuckers that don't like them anyway, they just want to see a good fight. So they're what I mean is not like them. They're not like diehard radical fans for these people. You know what I'm saying? So they can just look back and be like, okay, Sean Porter versus Keith Thurman, that's a good fight. Errol Spence versus Sean Porter, that's a good fight. Because it's like pick your poison. But every time Spence goes to fight Mikey Garcia, or if he fights Pacquiao or something, and then it's a black fighter versus a non-black fighter, you hear all types of racism. You hear all types of different remarks. But when it's two blacks, where's like I don't hear no monkey talk or no racial slurs about Porter versus Spence because these motherfuckers just want to see a good fight. The bigots, they hide during those moments because they just know it's a good fight. But put Jamal Charlo with Andre, they're all for that. But put Charlo with Canelo, put Charlo with Triple G, all of a sudden it's like, no, fuck. Now it's something different. You start seeing racist comments and all types of shit. Man, we've been on to this. We've been on to y'all, and y'all getting y'all ass kicked. Y'all get, like E40 said, ooh, dusted in a motherfucking disgusted. Y'all getting dusted and disgusted because y'all know y'all foul, and y'all know how y'all live, and y'all know that's some bullshit. You know, they don't, they want to complain about, certain fighters, Crawford, Charlos, Gervonta, Al Heyman fighters a lot of times, Errol Spence. But then when it comes down to it, when it boils down to it, these motherfuckers don't want to see the real work. They don't want to see because they don't want Canelo to potentially lose to this black fighter. They don't want Triple G to definitely to lose to a black fighter. You know what I'm saying? That's why they would rather see Triple G fight a black fighter in Steve Rolls than fight a black fighter that's actually good that may have a chance to beat him like Charlo, that may have a chance to beat him like Andre. Fuck is y'all talking about? Listen, I'm gonna literally give you guys 2 minutes to get the likes above 100. I don't know what the deal is, but I am the stream king, so I'm not gonna tolerate this disrespect. If we don't get the likes, you guys got two. Look, 2 minutes. I don't care about no super chats. I don't care about none of it. If the likes ain't up to 100, it should be like 115 or better, bro. With all these people, I'm out. Book it, because I'm already. I gotta get up hella early, and I'm sitting up here cutting my sleep for this shit. And we all know everything I'm talking about is real. Shout out to Big Tex. Appreciate it. $5. Why you duck that spin smoke? Just kidding. It wasn't even funny, but thanks for the money. Um, get those likes up. Yeah, man. Tell them, Icy. Listen, they want so hard to be able to make a joke about me, but ain't nobody like there ain't no real running jokes about me in the game. I get respect in the game. You already know that, so you already know. Like, and this what I'm saying. It don't matter if a channel's bigger than me, smaller than me. I get respect. I get respect in the game. You know what I'm saying? Look at the super chats. Why? Listen, if super chats and shit like that was so easy, then why doesn't everyone do it? Like when I go to fights, you see me. You see me. I don't have to send people. I go. I pull up to the scene with my ceiling missing. So yeah, man. Yeah, I'm not feeling this move for the WBC. It's like horrible. And here's another reason why it's an L for the zone is this is they need good fights. The zone, it's not delivery. It's the zone. They need good fights. Remember, old media, they said this motherfucker Jamal Charlo, he's like, he needs to sign to the zone. Remember they said J Dog, I'm lying. J Dog, didn't they tell Charlo to sign to the zone? It's not delivery. It's the zone. Didn't didn't you guys remember they said that Jamal Charlo should have signed to the zone? They said Andre's over there, Canelo's over there, Triple G's over there, and Jacobs is over there. Okay, well Jacobs just lost, and he said he's moving up in weight, so that's not a reasonable fight because he's moving up in weight and he's coming off of a loss. Andre's fighting Selesky this week, and then guess what? Triple G said he don't want to fucking fight him, and oh, that's right. The WBC just made Canelo the fucking French champion or whatever the fuck, franchise champion. So once again, old media looks stupid as fuck because you told Charlo that he should go over there with the rest of the middleweights, and then even if he went over there with the rest of the middleweights, he would be lending his star power, his fighting style, his brand, his energy, his Lions only movement to a imprint that he has no ties to originally because they never had they're new, they weren't handling his early career, so he has to abandon his ties, and he would have signed to DAZN, and then what? And then the WBC would have pulled this move, and like they did, and he would still be in a position with no real authority to make the Canelo fight or press for it. Like what is he supposed to do to get the Canelo fight? Man, come on. E. Woodson, $10 super chat. Love to Ego in the Army. Much love. Appreciate you. So, once again, y'all dumb motherfuckers saying, oh, yeah, Charlo. Eddie Hearn was saying it too. Yeah, Charlo signed to DAZN. Why? So he would have signed to DAZN, and then Canelo would get elevated to this, fake ass creative player shit, this franchise champion, and he still wouldn't have a Canelo fight. And Triple G, the best fight. Listen, I love Andre. Watched him spar, great guy. He has had ups and downs in his career where he was like not active. You feel me? He wasn't active. So he's a great fighter skillfully, but he doesn't bring in the big bucks. Charlo is knocking on the door of something big. I just drove by the NRG stadium where this fight's gonna be, and it's big. So the bigger fights for Charlo would be clearly Canelo and then Golovkin, based on name recognition and shit like that. Andrade versus Charlo is a good fight, and I understand they have personal run-ins and shit like that. But clearly, for Charlo's career, a victory over Canelo or Triple G would do more for him, and they would be bigger paychecks probably and bigger fights. But oh yeah, that's right, he can't get that. So once again, old media told, just like they told Deontay Wilder to sign to DAZN, they told Charlo's to sign to DAZN. For what? Why? Please explain. Why would Charlo sign to DAZN and then he would sign to DAZN and still get the raw deal anyway? Because Canelo becomes this protected champion. Because this other thing, this is just like a loophole where, from what my understanding of it, Canelo don't have no fucking mandatory. He don't really have a mandatory, and if he does, it's not under the same pretense of Gary Russell Jr. and Deontay Wilder. It's not like it ain't no mandatory like that. Like every so often you got to fight, just like how Wilder had to fight Dominic Brazil. Man, this is a bad look, man. Man, what the fuck? Hold on. Hold on, yo. Beard gang. Look at this beard, bruh. Look at this beard, bruh. Man, this shit beard gang. Y'all on that weird gang. I'm on that beard gang. Shout out to my dude D. Ego, good looking out and looking into this trash. Yeah, D told me to do a live stream on this. I said I was gonna see. Shouldn't you Americans be sleeping? I ain't American. I'm an alien. I ain't from this planet, bro. I'm something you're not used to. I'm a Martian. So anyway, yeah, Charlo got. People are gonna try to spin it. Old media are gonna try to spin. Oh, he's the full champion. Yeah, yeah, but he's a full champion without the paycheck of fighting a Canelo or Triple G full champion. You dig? And he's a champion without having one of their scalps on his resume, and they can avoid him. Man, I'm so over Canelo Triple G3. I hope they both lose. I'm talking about I hope they fight each other and knock each other out with the same punch. Horrible. I hope they KO each other at the same time. That should be karma for that ass. No, really, I want Canelo to put all his energy into one punch and knock out Triple G. And I want Triple G to head on guys and throw a punch just to end this stupid shit, bro. I hope they knock each other. Yep, double knockout. This is some bullshit. Real talk. I hope the ref get knocked out too. Whoever knocked it, man, y'all got me hot. I hope the judges get knocked out. Robert Bird, Adelaide Bird, I don't care, bro. Bird Box, I hope they all get knocked out, bro. Y'all got me pissed up. Y'all got me fucked up. All the Bird. Robert Bird, Adelaide Bird, Larry Bird, I hope they all get knocked out. Real talk. And y'all wonder why we be on that thug life, baby. Yeah, Larry Bird finna get knocked out too, man. Come on. Man, this is crazy. Fury Miller, whatever. Yeah. Man, Larry the Cable. What's the dude? Larry Get Her Done. I forgot his name. Him too. What does that do? Larry Get Her Done. Yeah, who really wants to see Canelo Lil G3? We all know Lil G is gonna stick to a jab in fear of getting countered and then complain. Somebody said Queen Latifah. Your title is basically my interpretation of the. It's the reality. It's now Canelo is in protective custody, and I'm not saying he prefers. I don't know, but his employer, Golden Boy, somebody has something to do with this, bro. And notice, they did it the week of Charlo's fight because they know if Charlo, they okay. We just seen what Jamel did to his opponent. So if Jamal has a good crowd at this NRG stadium, which looks dope. It's like literally NRG is right across from where I'm staying. So I'm out in Houston right now. Shout out to Houston, get down, you know. But it looks like a dope stadium. So he's probably gonna have a well crowd, like a good crowd, beautiful crowd. And if he puts on a spectacular performance, they know the pressure is gonna grow for him to get his mandatory spot. So they just nipped it in the bud and just said, you know what, guess what? Here's a new position. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I've seen stuff like this at jobs where the store manager will like somebody and they'll just like make some bullshit position up for him that doesn't really exist. Just so he can make up a salary and take care of them. Bro, the thing I feel bad for Charlo is he's a quality fighter, both of him and his brother, and they I don't care if you don't like their personality. I don't give a fuck about that. This is boxing. This is boxing. Shout out to you. He said, "Welcome to Texas, homie." This is boxing. Fuck all the personalities and you know, are they role models for my kid? All that extra shit. They're good fighters. You know, they do what we expect from from boxing. From boxers. Like Charlo's in shape right now. I was about to make a video from it. Bro, I'm about to kill the game, man. They can't be like new media. We just too raw and uncut. We off the rip, man. Look, the motherfucker in shape right now. What are y'all talking about? He in shape right now. Fuck you mean? Fuck you mean, bruh? So he's days out from his camp. So they're disciplining themselves in that way. They're getting knockouts and or entertaining. They're speaking their mind. So it's like, what's there not to like? But somehow, this shit is funny, man. Old media, I told you we was crushing old media, man. Somehow, like, you hate Charlo and they get actual knockouts, or badly, badly hurt guys, like when Korobov was almost knocked. He was on the verge of being knocked out in the 12th round, right? And they allegedly hate that, but love Tyson Fury, and he's a heavyweight, and he overwhelmed Tom Schwartz and showed he wasn't at the level, but he didn't hurt. To me, it didn't look like he hurt Tom Schwartz the same way that he was putting his life into the wailing on Tom Schwartz, and he didn't hurt Tom Schwartz like Charlo hurt Coda. You feel what I'm saying? Like Jamal Charlo hurt Julian J. Rock Williams or hurt Korobov in the 12th round. And this is what they see. Shout out to my dude Aaron. He said, or they say he hasn't fought anybody, when in reality nobody wants to smoke. That's what I'm saying. This is what they do oftentimes to black fighters. Like they'll they'll complain, oh, this person hasn't fought no one, and you know in your heart they're going after them big fights, and it's the fans, the old media fans, the man fans. They'll say, oh, what has Charlo done to deserve this? He doesn't deserve a title shot. He doesn't deserve Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what has he done? Who's he beat? He just wants to fight Canelo for a paycheck. All this bullshit. So you have no problem with him getting a paycheck, but I mean, you have a problem with him getting a paycheck, but you have no problem with Steve Rose getting a Golovkin paycheck. Rocky Fielding getting a paycheck. You see? And you tell me it's not about race. So how come nobody complained that Rocky Fielding got his paycheck off of Canelo and got to use Canelo's brand and all that? But then when Charlo wants to fight him, and I genuinely feel he does want to fight him. Someone says Steve Francis belt. Hey, you tripping? Yeah. Then it's all these excuses. Like I tell y'all, Black Murderers Road 2.0. And then these same motherfuckers have no quarrels or qualms about Charlo fighting Andre. If Charlo said, "Oh, I'm going after Jacobs," fuck that. He had that confrontation with me in the hallway. They'd be all for it. But the fact of the matter is, Charlo was number one for Canelo, and they knew that they've stalled Charlo out so long, and he's been patient that they had to do something. So they just made him the full champion. It's just horrible, man. They should be doing less belts, less and less belts, but they keep coming up with more belts. They got the Shawn Michaels Intercontinental Sweet Chin Music belt. It's just like LJ. They got the LJ belt from Australia. They got a kangaroo on the front. You know, they need to stop with all these stupid ass the toaster strudel belt. Like nobody cared. Nothing says loving like my new donut toaster strudels. Like what the fuck is the toaster strudel belt, man? Y'all playing. Y'all playing, man. And it makes it less meaningful to be a champion. Because like back in the day you had a they didn't have the toaster strudel belt. Nothing says loving like my grand's biscuits. Nobody give a fuck about this shit. You know what I'm saying? The Pier 1 Imports belt and all this. Like, it's like a Starbucks card or, one of them places where you buy, buy 10 drinks, you get one on the house. That's how they doing these belts. You just bring a stamp card to, like, Subway and shit. You're like, your 11th sub sandwich is on us. They just coming out with these fucking punk ass belts, bro. They gonna start going to the New York and going to the bodega, because they got hella belts there. They have it like go to Queens, like Blue took me to Queens and shit. They got like the flea markets and shit. So that they're gonna start producing boxing belts out there, because you could probably get them like dumbass cheap. You probably copy you some fake Timbs with it too, and some Boxing Ego vampire string glasses. You could get it all for the low. You know what I'm saying? So you have a boxing belt, you get some vampire string glasses and some Timbs for like $250. It'll run you like $250. You might even be able to get an iPhone charger for like $250. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's getting to, because they just keep coming. Hey, LJ, baby. Come to death row. Old media don't care about what the fans want. Just like Michael Jackson said, they don't really care about us. Facts. And like I said, that's an L for DAZN, because they need big fights. I don't care about Canelo Triple G3. It's really not as big as they think it is. Bro, I feel very bad for Charlo. Why is he deprived of opportunities? Canelo should fight Charlo. If you win the hearts of people, you will have enough money. Facts. See, it sounds like most of us reasonable boxing fans are on the same page. They did that man wrong. He's patiently waited, didn't complain, stayed in shape, stayed humble, and then now, I don't even want to ask him this bullshit. When I see him, I'm going to see him in the next, tomorrow or today, actually. I don't even want to ask him this shit, because I wouldn't even want to talk about this dumbass bullshit. And boxing supports, like, this. Old media supports it, I guess you could say. They'll support this. Yeah, Canelo gets to hide out and not fight him. Charlo is definitely, like, pay-per-view worthy, for sure. All Charlo has to do is look good this weekend. Because, man, I'll put it this way. I'm going to be here, so I ain't been one to front. I don't fake the funk. I'll let you know what the crowd's looking like in here, because I'm going to be in the thick of it, like I always am. Ground zero. Don't ask him, ego. He'll probably gonna go off between this shit and making weight. That's what I'm saying. He gonna go off of me because of WBC. Y'all trying to get me cussed out, you know. Hey, some of the people in Houston is kind of rude. Hey, what the fuck? Ask Blue. The waitress was like hella rude. Like I seen that she was slamming chairs and shit. Like damn, bitch, you wanna like go home that bad? She was rude. You know what? This like she said. She said, "Would you want to drink?" Hey, Houston's different than Dallas. These motherfuckers is angry. Man, I was in the Hobby Lobby. I flew into that Hobby Lobby. Man, I ain't flying into Bush. Bush don't care about black people, like Kanye said. No, I'm just playing. Nah, I flew into Hobby. But so this lady, when I went to get something to eat, when I went to get something to eat or whatever at Papa Do's, she hella rude. She's like, "You want something to drink?" And I was like, "Yeah, you got some lemonade?" I was like, "What flavor lemonade do you have?" And she's like, "We have regular, we have hibiscus, we have strawberry, we have raspberry, we have mango, we have this." And she started saying hella, like, remember when Bubba Gump was saying all the types of shrimp and different way? Yeah, shrimp salad, shrimp scampi. You can bake it, saute it, fry it, grill it, shrimp sandwich, shrimp salad. Like, she gave me hella fucking options. She's like, "Yeah, we got mango lemonade, regular lemonade, strawberry, hibiscus, watermelon lemonade. We got Kool-Aid lemonade. We got," and I'm like, damn, like she had so many options, and I was like waiting for my food, so I was like, you pick, like you know what I'm saying? Like I said, what do you recommend? You pick, and she was like, I ain't picking. You gonna have to pick. Like damn, bitch. Like she hella rude. I don't know. Like she was not like kind at all. Hey, Houston's different. I thought they was gonna be like Beyonce. Like she just straight up said, "I said, oh, what do you recommend? Just whatever you give me." She, I ain't giving you nothing. You pick. Like damn, bitch. I'm from Cali. I ain't gotta deal with this shit. They ain't Cali, bro. They hella rude out here. What the fuck? She, I ain't picking shit, motherfucker. You pick. Like damn. Put that as Blue. Next time, Blue. Next time, put that in his comments. Say, did you tip? Blue's like, man, I ain't leaving no tip. She was rude. She was treating us like hella rude, bro. She was hella rude. You pick your fucking lemonade. I don't give a fuck. What the fuck you drink? I ain't gonna be pitching this shit out. Hey, Houston hood as fuck, bro. Okay. And Papa Do's is like, lightweight, cool, like kind of expensive, like cool little prices, like, but I'll kill you. Jesse Wyatt, appreciate you. Ego, I've been going at it with Canelo fanboys on Facebook. I told them they sound like AJ fans with all these excuses because they know he'll lose to Charlo. Man, this is a terrible look. No other way to put it. It's a horrible. It's a horrible look. And you know why? Because you just do a little bit of forecasting. Canelo ain't fought Charlo in all this time. Now he has an actual reason to not fight him, because he's not gonna be. It's basically he doesn't even have Charlo as his mandatory anymore. Bro, I would like to suggest, why don't you come live on Instagram and do a video chat with your fans so that even we can express our thoughts? Like, okay, so who's doing that? Like, how am I gonna do a video chat with all y'all? What are you talking about? So y'all just talk to be talking. So name somebody in the boxing industry that has video feed and satellite feed. This ain't ESPN, motherfucker. Who's doing that? Go eat you some Frenchie's chicken. Frenchie! I'm about to eat Frenchie's, man. How is he not his mandatory when Jamal has the interim? You must not be caught up. Nah, it's not registering. What I just said. Jamal Charlo got elevated to the full WBC champion, and they put Canelo in protective custody, and they're calling it the WBC franchise champion. So that's how he's not the mandatory, because he's not the interim champion, and Canelo's just they just created some avenue for Canelo to not be pressured to fight Charlo, because he's not gonna fight him anytime soon. And like I said, this is bad for DAZN because, like, listen, I don't even care. Like, there's only one Canelo fight that I really truly care about right now. I don't care about Kovalev and Canelo. The Caleb Smith is, it piques my interest a little bit, but I don't know everything about Caleb Smith. You know what I'm saying? He's big. He got power, yeah. But who is Caleb Smith really beat though? Like, I don't know everything about Caleb Smith. Like, I'd rather fight Will Smith. I know more about Will. Oh man, now that's how you're supposed to drive. Fight Will Smith. Now that's how you're supposed to drive. Oh, yeah, I know more about Will Smith than I know. Oh yeah, yeah. I watch The Fresh Prince like every day, bro. Now that's how you're supposed to shoot. I'm like, I don't know, Caleb Smith, man. We don't know everything about him, so I just want to see Caleb Smith keep developing. You know, Canelo is a super. Hey, bro, why you say a super bitch? Like he could just be a regular bitch. Why you say Canelo's a super bitch? Hey, you tripping? Hey, you tripping? That motherfucker said a super bitch, like a fucking superhero of the bitches and shit. Like, um, I definitely don't care about Canelo Triple G3. Kiss my ass. Horrible. Triple G's. What happened to the Mexican style, bro? What happened to Mexican style? Y'all see, old media just listen. If I get something wrong, trust me, y'all be the first to tell me about myself. If I get something major wrong, but old media get shit wrong all the time, and then we supposed to just forget what they said. We just supposed to act like this shit didn't even ever exist. Like, what happened to Mexican style and all that shit? He fought a Mexican fighter. Show us that Mexican style. That man showed us Taco Bell style, Nacho Bel Grande style, Mexican pizza. And no, guys, Mexican pizza. Not like, you know, them rattlesnake fries from Taco Bell. That's Triple G style. Some weird limited edition shit that Taco Bell come up with. The new rattlesnake chili cheese fry. Man, what the fuck? Taco Bell style. Why won't he fight? You meant won't. Put it. A block won't wine dine. Wine dine your ass up out of here. He said, fuck Charlo. All right, we got you. See how they try to turn it on him? Charlo didn't do anything wrong. Triple G ain't want Mexican style. Yeah, exactly. And this is backed up by Roy Jones Jr. I got an interview with him. Check that on the channel. Bro, everything I say be coming to pass, and y'all get mad. What you want me to do? I'm sorry. Man, yeah, this is unfortunate for Charlo, man. Because he was patiently waiting. Waiting. Like, if I keep working, I'll be in a position where Canelo has to fight me. You know, there's nothing, no two ways about it. And then the WBC pulls this, so now he found a escape route. You know, he found a way out. You know, fucking Arnold and Stallone escape plan and shit. It's just, man, this is horrible. Why is the WBC helping Charlo duck? Don't they want elite fighters that draw a huge number? Man, L, I just told you. It's because Canelo was angry with the WBC. Last time they tried to make him do something he didn't want to, which was fight Golovkin at a point where he wasn't ready to fight Golovkin, you know, he got mad at the WBC and he wasn't accepting their belts. You know, he said he wasn't going to accept their belts. So they burnt their bridge or whatever, and it took like a year for Canelo to start dealing with them again. And they don't want to do that. And it's getting close to that point because Charlo had been patiently waiting and waiting and waiting to fight Canelo or Golovkin. Golovkin had the belts, then he lost them. So they know they can't keep stalling it out. They couldn't just keep saying, "Oh, Charlo, fight this eliminator. Okay, fight this." He's doing everything he can, doing everything he supposed to. So they came up with this. And you know, to me, in my honest opinion, this looks bad. A company based out of Mexico, and they're showing this type of like really favoritism to a fighter of Mexican ethnicity. You know, that's like an easy correlation. You know, like let's say, what if there's a Nigerian company, and they did something like this for Joshua or somebody who was Nigerian, F.A. Jagba or something, you know, and it looked like super biased and it looked unfair, you know, or if it's an Italian company and they did it to, you know, Paulie Malignaggi or somebody. It just doesn't look right. You do. So, you know, this is just kind of what I warned y'all about in terms of like Black Murderous Row. Now we get to see how full of shit the fans are. Ego, she meant Canelo. Hold on, what are we talking about? Did I answer the wrong question? Why is the WBC helping Charlo duck? No, I know she meant Canelo. I didn't even realize that she put it wrong because I wasn't. I interpret, even though she misspelled it, I interpreted the question how she meant it. I guess we had that type of connection. Man, this shit is funny. So one by one, little shit is getting exposed. Everybody they say is like real killers and shit like that. Like you never see like I told you Errol Spence is the boogeyman. And yeah, he's fighting Sean Porter, but that's after kind of uh, pressure, you know. And Mikey Garcia, a lightweight 140 pounder, stepping up to fight Keith Thurman. I mean, fight Spence. So it would look bad if welterweights didn't step up. It's just like when Kilbrook fought Golovkin. You know, you seen Jacobs and Canelo fight him right after because it looked bad a welterweight had to fight him and get sacrificed. You know, so that's kind of how I look at it. So this is just a bad look, you know. But new media, what I've been telling you. So is there a new WBC belt for this new franchise belt? I don't know if they're gonna actually generate an actual belt, like a physical belt, but it doesn't matter. Is he's receiving this type of like placement. So it don't matter if he has a physical belt or if he doesn't. He doesn't have Charlo as his mandatory anymore. That's the bottom line, because Charlo's the full champion and he's this, you know, untouchable champion. So He don't have no responsibility. So okay, put it this way. Let's say Dillian White had been patiently waiting to fight Wilder. Why didn't they do this to Wilder? Why didn't they say Wilder has been a champion? This is why it looks bad. Like I said, you have a fighter from Mexico, Guadalajara, Mexico, and you have a company from Mexico, and you know the bad blood that they had at one point. Like I said, and then now they're doing anything they can to, like, WBC. We bout Canelo. That's what WBC is standing for right now, because Wilder's been a champion longer than Canelo. He's been a WBC champion continuously since 2015. So Canelo at middleweight, he just got them belts like last year, the end of last year, September, right? And then he fought Rocky Fielding, which was a bogus fight that nobody was checking for like that. So that was a title defense, and that wasn't even at 160. So what has he done at 160? This shit. He fought Rocky Fielding at 68. So how come how come that can't even count for a middleweight title defense because it was at super middleweight. Then he fought Jacobs, and because he fought Jacobs, one person, then now he's this franchise champion. How come Wilder ain't the franchise champion, and then he forever gets to duck Dillian White? You know, or he gets elevated to this position, and then Dillian White can't be his mandatory anymore. Why didn't they do that? You know, Wilder's been a champion longer, so it just it makes you wonder, man. I don't know how they thought this was gonna be like go over smooth. Hey, we gotta get these likes up. We gotta get the likes up. I don't know what y'all doing. Everybody wants to get pissed in the comment section and not hit the like button. I have to say it one more time that Canelo cannot be defeated for WBC franchise champion status. Even with the loss, Canelo will be still considered. That's what I told. See, that's what I'm saying. J Dog just reiterated what I was telling you, that the rules outline that this is like some kind of eternal champion, like champion emeritus or some shit, but grandfathered in or something. I don't know. It's like a grandfathered in cell phone plan. As long as you keep, paying your bill, it's like a like a cell phone unlimited grandfathered in plan. But even if you default on payment and don't pay AT&T, you still get to keep the grandfathered in plan. That's not how it would work in real time. So they basically made this mythical position for him that he's untouchable. Basically, he can't. He's now. It's a easy scapegoat. Charlos has his own belt. This shit is bullshit, bro. And then like now everything is the dial is reset. The dial is reset because now Charlo he's a full champion. So guess what? He's just the regular champion. So what does the regular champion have to do? Fight his mandatories. So guess what? Not only did Charlo not get the Canelo fight, but now he has actual responsibilities as a champion to prove his worth, and guys who work themselves up the ranking, he's gonna have to defend against them, right? Meanwhile, he never got the opportunity to fight Canelo. WBC worried about Canelo. That's what it's standing for today. Worried about Canelo. So that's fucked up because, like I said, Charlo, he doesn't get the opportunity to get the money for fighting Canelo and get the stature and the recognition and the scalp and the resume. And bro, this is what they do. Like I said, this is what they do to non-black fighters. They listen. With this type of move, I really I don't care who says what. I like Canelo. I like him as a fighter. Like I like his skill set. But what I'm telling you, this type of move, they have this is a straw. I really believe this is the straw that broke the camel's back, and we can definitely, in my opinion, I can expect to see a decline in Canelo um, profile. I don't know that Canelo is gonna stay the the biggest fighter out there anymore. Anthony Joshua was up there, but he lost, so that was a setback for him. There's no way Canelo has too much help surrounding his name in some of his fights. I don't see Canelo staying the biggest star in boxing for too much longer because you have a new pool of guys that are out. You have Wilder doing well for himself, and other guys like that. I really don't see Canelo staying because it's like it's always. I feel like with Canelo particularly, and like I said, I love Canelo. I think he's a good fighter and stuff like that. I really like the way he fights, but I can't evade the truth, and the truth is this: Canelo is always involved. Like his name, his brand, his his fights always have some type of stipulation, catch weights and weight stipulation, Adelaide Burr scorecard, Levi Martinez scorecard, and the Lada fight, arguable victory over Golovkin in the first fight, arguable victory over Lada, open scoring with the fucked up scoring in the Trout fight, losing to Amir Khan, but somehow every two of the three judges had him winning. Supposed to fight Charlo, but then don't have to do it. Supposed to fight Golovkin, but then didn't do it the year you were supposed to do it. It's just always something. And I haven't really seen. That's not how. It's like they're trying to create another Mayweather. This is not. This ain't it, Chief. Oh yeah, the clenbuterol. Someone said tainted beef. That's what I'm saying. He just has too many of these things. Like, and this has to drive people crazy that Floyd Mayweather, that black guy that they hate, you know, he never had to do all this, to be regarded as the best in TBE and, you know, put his mark on the game. He didn't have the clenbuterol scandal. He didn't have like a catch weight for that many fights like Canelo has had. Do you understand Canelo? Listen to me, people. From after Austin Trout, all of Canelo's fights up until Liam Smith were catchweights. I don't think y'all heard me. Every single Canelo fight from Austin Trout. Okay, so Austin Trout wasn't a catchweight fight. So that was his last non-catchweight fight, all the way until Liam Smith. Everything in between was at a man-made division that is not recognized by regular boxing as a division. Every single one. That's excessive. That's excessive. Floyd Mayweather. Who knows who wanted to catch whatever. That was at a catch weight of 152. Then Angulo, coming off of a loss. You were coming off of a loss to Floyd. Catch weight of 155. Lada, catch weight of 155. Who else did he fight? Kirkland, catch weight of 155. Right? So Mayweather, Angulo, Lada, Kirkland. Who else did he fight? Amir Khan. These are all catchweights, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot. Even though it's 1 pound, yeah, but why if it's listen, put it this way. I hate people are like, oh, it's only 1 pound. Okay, if it's only 1 pound, then lose the pound. So it's an actual division. You can't have it both ways. You can't say, oh, but it's only 155. That's only 1 pound. So why did he put it in the contract to fight at that? Because obviously that 1 pound mattered. You feel me? Obviously that 1 pound mattered because if then you would have Errol Spence ain't doing that. Errol Spence came under 147 for the Mikey Garcia fight. Errol Spence ain't coming doing every fight at 148, you know? So obviously that 1 pound can matter because then there would be no reason. Why would you have it if it don't matter? That doesn't even make sense. Then you look at all the fights where he had rematch clauses. I mean, not rematch clauses, weight hydration clauses. Every big guy he fought, there was a hydration clause. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., Danny Jacobs, Rocky Fielding. Like Rocky Fielding, you had to put a he sucks compared to your skill set. And You know, you had to put a rehydration clause on everyone. That's what I'm saying. I was like, Golden Boy knows that Canelo is their biggest star, and they don't want no Joshua Ruiz shit to happen. You feel what I'm saying? So they're doing everything in their power to give them the edge and advantage. And then on top of that, when Canelo fights, it really feels like you have to you have to you have to put on a Mayweather performance or knock him out to win, because it's super hard to impress the judges apparently in Canelo fights. Bad look, man. You know, weight rehydration clauses, catch weights. It's too much of that. Like Pacquiao had a lot, but Canelo might even have him beat for real. You know, because like Pacquiao finna fight Keith Thurman at 47, no catch weight, nothing. So if he gets past that, that's a solid win. That's a really good win. You know, he fought Broner, no catch weight, none of that. So you know, Canelo has had a lot of stipulations contractually to always put him in maximum, and I get it to a degree, but like it's abusive. You know, you're abusing the process now. Antonio Alexander, $2 super chat, and then now, okay, so the pressure should be on Canelo. Oh fuck, to fight Andre. I mean, not Andre. Charlo, and then they make him this super champion. Whatever. Like Floyd said, that motherfucker got a whole country behind him, and they nurturing that boy. But see, this is the thing: is that if you're good, you shouldn't have to do all this extreme. It shouldn't have to be this extreme. That's my whole point. You like you always like the man from the judges, the open scoring. Like you always need like crazy advantages. Like come on, bro. Like Andy Ruiz didn't do that. He just beat Joshua's ass with a 5 week camp. You know, there was no like Joshua can't weigh this and this and that. You know, if anything, all the odds were stacked against him. So, real talk, Canelo, it doesn't. I don't think that gains new fans when they like the people who know and look at your career. They start seeing, like, damn, it's always some type of premier stipulation. I have an interview with Amir Khan. He says, oh yeah, when I had the Canelo fight, he had a burgundy shirt. I remember he was in Oakland, right? Yo, ego, San Diego to the Bay, Cali shit, blood. You already know what it is, Cali. Um, Amir Khan said, I'll give you the cliff notes. He said, I have the video, and I have it saved on, on my hard drive. Amir Khan said that he tried him and his team when they got offered the Canelo fight. They tried to get at a catch weight like Floyd. He said, well, yeah, because we're a 47 pounder, so we wanted to fight him at a catch weight. He said Golden Boy said no. And he said then we tried to get a rehydration clause. They said, look, if you want to fight Canelo, you got to take the terms. We're not doing no rehydration clause, and we're not doing the catch weight. This is from Amir Khan's mouth. And that was what was in the contract. So, of course, I believe him. So, when you fight Danny Jacobs, you put him on a rehydration clause because he's big, right? But you weren't worried about Amir Khan, so it would have hurt you more having a rehydration clause. So they didn't. They left it out. You see how that works? So the smaller guy moving up, you're like, I don't need no extra advantage when it comes to that. More like did Charlo a favor, block him. It ain't doing nobody no favor. Doing a favor would be fighting him and showing who's better. I don't want people like you on my page ever. See, look, and this is that old media shit. Oh yeah, they did Charlo a favor. You know, listen. If Canelo could beat Charlo, he can beat him. But why are you not fighting him? Fight him. Like fuck talking about it. See, this is how I know these motherfuckers don't believe what they're saying, because they wouldn't be in support of this. If these types of moves is just like when Tyson Fury pulled out of the Wilder negotiations, right? And then went to ESPN. That clearly created a gap into getting the immediate rematch. This creates an additional unnecessary gap. Block Michael, whatever his name is. Block him. The weirdos are coming now. Block Raymond Tompkins. No, we're not doing that, bro. See how they keep wanting to put the black fighters together. Oh yeah, Charlo versus Andre. No, Canelo or Golovkin versus Andre, and then the other one versus Charlo. Fuck that. We want to see it, bro. And Charlo, Charlo's the number one person, bro. See, this is what's wrong with boxing. Like, they don't like Wilder, so Eddie Hearn's complaining about Dillian White being ranked number one, blah blah blah, not getting a shot. But these motherfuckers, they're like, yeah, because they don't like Wilder, so they're gonna say whatever bullshit. But if you care about mandatory and number one status and all this so much, then how come you're not upset with this news that Charlo is no longer in line for a Canelo opportunity? Man, bottom line, yeah, exactly. Someone said the powers that be are protecting Canelo. Anyway, I got to get up early, so I'm going to bed. It is what it is. Holla at the boy. The kid is back. I'm in Houston. Stay tuned to the channel. I got a lot more to talk about, but, I got to cut it off at some point. We'll talk more. Peace out.